Hello and welcome everyone. I am Saanchi Gupta from Chitkara University and I'll be your host for today's panel discussion on a topic that sits at the intersection of democracy, technology and public trust. The controversies around electronic voting machines in India. Joining me on this topic are three friends of mine, Mr. Rishamreet, Ms. Ananya and Ms. Bhakti, who will help us understand different aspects of this discussion. We're also joined by a few inquisitive bachelor students who will raise thought-provoking questions throughout the discussion. Let's begin by understanding what exactly these machines are and how they came into our electoral system. So over to the history and evolution of EVMs in India. Electronic voting machines were first introduced in India on an experimental basis in 1982 in the by-election of Kerala's Parur Assembly constituency. After Supreme Court clearance in 1998, they became widespread in the 2004 general elections and have been the standard ever since. These machines were praised for reducing electoral malpractices like booth capturing and vote stuffing. But as we've seen time and again that technology doesn't always mean trust. Concerns have slowly come ahead. So what's the issue today? Allegations of EVM tampering or manipulation have come from major political parties, both ruling and opposition, especially after getting unfavorable results. Claims range from malfunctioning machines to suspicions about manipulation during storage and transit. In 2017, the Election Commission introduced VVPATs, Voter Verified Paper Audit Trials, as a transparency measure. Yet, many argue the VVPAT slips are either underused or selectively counted. Now let's set up a global context. While countries like Brazil, Namibia and the Philippines use electronic voting, many European countries like Germany, the Netherlands, Ireland and Norway have discontinued its use, mentioning transparency issues and lack of public trust. Even the United States, often considered a tech leader, primarily uses paper ballots, especially after concerns about foreign interference in their 2016 elections. Here's the burning question. Can EVMs be hacked? India's Election Commission has repeatedly said no, stating the machines are standalone, not networked and built with one-time programmable chips, making external tampering nearly impossible. Former Chief Election Commissioners like S.Y. Qureshi and Sunil Arora have backed this view, highlighting regular checks, layered security and non-internet operations. But many cybersecurity experts point out, while external hacking is hard, inside jobs, chip replacements or software manipulation, if ever allowed access, could still be potential risks. So the question becomes not can it be hacked, but can we eliminate all the doubts? Today, we explore the ethics, science, politics and perceptions of EVM. So, I would like to tell the audience and the question askers that you can ask your questions in Hindi, Punjabi or English language as long as our panel members are able to comprehend your question. So, over to Mr. Rishamreet. Do you believe EVMs have reduced booth capturing and election violence?
EVMs were first introduced in the 1990s in a by-election in Kerala, and ever since the usage has been increasing continuously. In 2004 was the first time when EVMs were used for the general election. Now, as far as tampering and hacking is concerned, the study point out that the number of booth capturing incidents have decreased. There were around 500 cases of booth capturing which were reported in late 80s and early 90s. In the early 2000s, they have reduced by 90%, and in the recent general election, it was almost negligible. So these are as far as the statistics are concerned. Secondly, the number of votes which can be cast in an EVM has been restricted to 4 votes in a minute. So in the earlier times when booth capturing used to happen, a lot of ballot papers were used to be cast irrespective of the time period. So in earlier times, if in 1 minute they could cast 50, 60 ballot papers, now it is not so. Even if the EVM has been captured, nobody can cast more than 4 votes in a minute. So that has reduced the booth capturing and the tampering of the machines. Apart from that, the EVMs have helped in reducing the time taken to count the votes, and also it has reduced the invalid votes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rishamreet. That was really a thought-provoking answer. So over to Ms. Ananya. My first question to you would be, what makes EVMs more reliable than traditional ballot papers?
The cost efficiency, speed and accuracy makes it more reliable because जो speed मतलब ballot papers अगर हम लोग यूज़ करते हैं तो उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम लगता है उसको चेक करने के लिए, वेरीफाई करने के लिए, और हमारे पास इसमें जो है वीवीपैट सिस्टम होता है जिससे हमें जब हम प्रेस करते हैं तो हमें एक वेरिफिकेशन मिलता है कि हमारा वोट किसको गया है, एंड ट्रांसपेरेंसी भी बनी रहती है, एक्यूरेसी हमें और चेक करने के लिए इजी रहता है.
काफ़ी टेक्निकल आंसर था, थैंक यू फॉर दैट. सो ओवर टू मिस भक्ति. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन अगैन वुड बी, why are many major political parties questioning the EVM integrity?
I believe that political parties are questioning the integrity of the EVMs. It is majorly because ever since it has been launched, it has been introduced, it has been a gap, मतलब एक transparency gap हमेशा से रहा है, and ever since everybody has been questioning, be it the audience, be it the people who are voting or the political parties, that the votes that have been casted are the machine that is being used, it is hacked or things like that. But I personally feel that questioning, continuous questioning increases the transparency, मतलब lack of trust between the audience and the political parties obviously. Also I think कि इससे दो चीज़ें हो रही हैं. एक तो ये कि on the other hand मतलब एक तरफ ट्रांसपेरेंसी बढ़ रही है, जो लोग इजीली ट्रस्ट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं बिल्कुल भी EVMs को, the general public is also constantly questioning, and on the other hand the political parties are also getting to know that if the votes that have been casted to them are being rightly casted or not.
Right, that's a great answer again. So now to our bachelor students, let's conduct and carry forward this discussion very respectfully. So keep your questions relevant to the topic, and over to you guys now.
Since we were already talking about the lack of trust between the political parties when it comes to the EVM machines, my question to you guys is there any proven incidents which have shown that there has been some sort of tampering done to the EVMs when it comes to Indian elections?
EVMs since a very long time, ever since they have been launched from the 90s, but I don't think there have been any proven fact that the EVMs are not they cannot be trusted or things like that, and it has been an open debate since the 90s that it can be hacked, but there is no such proof that it is actually true or not.
Mr. Rishamreet, would you like to add
Let
something?
me just add on to that. There have been various allegations ever since the EVMs have been introduced, especially from the parties which have lost the elections, that the EVMs have been tampered with. Now, it can only be proven if there would have been an audit by an independent agency, which so far has not happened. So, as far as allegations are concerned, allegations are mere allegations. But proving them, we would require an independent agency to verify it, and then if it is put in the public domain, then only we'll come to know.
I guess, Mr. Shani, that's the answer you were looking for. So next question.
My question is that what role do engineers and scientists play in verifying the EVM security? Anyone can answer.
They audit and review. वो लोग जो है machine manufacturers होते हैं mainly, and वो लोग जो है voting के before machines को check करते हैं, and वो review भी करते हैं कि उसमें क्या कमी है या कोई version जो है उसमें अगर हमें add on करना होता है वो भी वो करते हैं. Mainly उनका काम होता है जो audit करेंगे and review करेंगे.
So my question is, can the election commission's current protocol can be trusted fully?
Actually, it's trust. वैसे तो बहुत सारे ऐसे जो है चीज़ें हैं EVM में, जैसे कि वीवीपैट सिस्टम, OTP सिस्टम, जो कि हमारा ट्रस्ट जो है वो वेरीफाई करता है, लेकिन फुली ट्रस्ट करना कभी भी अच्छा नहीं होता. हमें हमेशा एक थिंग रखनी चाहिए माइंड, अगर हम लोग क्वेश्चन नहीं करेंगे तो शायद वो चीज़ जो है गलत हो सकती है। अगर हम किसी चीज़ के लिए कंसर्न्स दिखाते रहे, ध्यान दिया जाता है और उसको ज़्यादा मेंटेन किया जाता है।
I'll just add on to it. There is a phrase called trust but verify. So trusting is not an issue. The issue is verifiability of those claims. So if the election commission, which itself has been appointed by the government of the day, is in question, then obviously whatever they do, whatever technology they bring, that will be questionable.
Thank you so much. Again, my question to Ms. Ananya now would be, how secure is the EVM's one-time programmable chip technology?
वन टाइम चिप जो है वो है प्री प्रोग्राम्ड होती है और वन सील्ड होती है, उसको हम दोबारा से प्रोग्राम नहीं कर सकते और ना ही उसको दोबारा से वो किया जा सकता है, जिसकी वजह से वो बहुत ज़्यादा सिक्योर बन जाता है। और वीवीपैट सिस्टम भी वहाँ पे है, जिसकी वजह से ये जो है वेरिफिकेशन हो जाती है। सो
थैंक यू सो मच। तो अब जैसे आपने वीवीपैट का नाम लिया ही है, तो मैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन भक्ति को पूछना चाहूँगी कि आपको कैसे लगता है, लाइक हाउ डज वीवीपैट स्ट्रेंथन वोटर कॉन्फिडेंस इन इंडिया?
आई थिंक एक सेंस ऑफ क्रेडिबिलिटी मिल जाती है हमें, दैट वी हैव दैट अ पर्सन हैज कास्ट देयर वोट इन द राइट प्लेस। फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर इफ आई एम गोइंग टू डू समथिंग, आई नीड टू नो दैट इट इज गोइंग इन द राइट प्लेस। तो आई थिंक वीवीपैट्स आर वेरी credible in that case.
Thank you so much. So over to Mr. Rishamreet. What according to you, sir, prevents insider tampering within the manufacturing process of EVMs?
Okay. First, let me tell you, there are 3 primary manufacturing companies which manufacture the EVMs. 2 of them are public sector undertakings, that is, they are owned by the state, namely Bharat Electronics Limited and Electronics Corporation of India Limited. These are the 2 primary manufacturing companies which manufacture EVM for Indian elections. Then the Election Commission introduced VVPAT. When VVPAT was introduced, these companies did not have the capability to manufacture those machines. So a private player, namely Salvo Engineers, which is a Mumbai-based company, was roped in to manufacture VVPAT machines. So as far as the tampering during manufacturing is concerned, this is a very secretive and a very classified manufacturing, which has to be done under very high security, because it is going to affect the electoral process, the democracy of one of the largest democracies of the world. As they say, nothing is foolproof. It is only us, it is humans who manufacture these machines. Obviously the machines help us, but we as humans give the inputs. So tampering and pre-programming both cannot be ruled out. However, there should be transparency, which as on date is lacking. There is no independent agency which verifies how they are manufactured, what are the ingredients, what kind of technology is used. So that is not there neither it is there in public domain, nor it has been verified by any independent agency.
Thank you so much. I'm sure that was a very knowledgesome answer to the question. So again, to you people, again we are open to the questions.
So what measures should be taken before and after election process to protect the EVMs?
Firstly, as I said before, the electronic voting machines should be available for all the political parties to inspect and carry out a trial as well as an audit. So this will go a great way in building trust and transparency in the working of the machines. Secondly, before elections, there should be a trial of all the machines. Now there are a number of machines which are being used throughout the country. And thirdly, nowadays there are a lot of allegations regarding tampering with the machines in a remote way. So as far as internet or this sort of technology is concerned, it should be clearly verified that such internet or other technologies are not affecting these machines in any way.
Again, my question to Ms. Bhakti. Do frequent controversies damage the credibility of the electoral process in the long run? What, according to you, is your belief on this?
100%. I think जब रिपीटेडली आप एक चीज़ को ये बोलते रहोगे कि हम completely trust नहीं कर सकते, तो every time each election this thing is going to come out. Every time people are going to question whether their votes have been casted in the right place, and every time political parties are also going to question the same thing. I think I personally think there is no end to this debate. It can go on long, but I feel that there should be a balance between the two things, and or else there should be a new way of voting.
Of course, that's right. Mr. Rishamreet, would you like to add on to it something?
Well, it's a very, very controversial topic to discuss on primarily, and I think if we don't want to use the EVMs, the only way is to go back to ballot papers, which I believe most of the first world countries have done so. So I don't think there is unless we come up with a new technology, I don't think there is any other way.
Okay. So I would like to take 2 more minutes of yours, Mr. Rishamreet. If EVMs are safe, why isn't 100% VVPAT matching done every time when elections are done?
You see, firstly, the VVPAT machines are not available throughout. There are there are 542 constituencies as far as the general elections are concerned, and there are various voting booths all over. So many VVPAT machines have not been manufactured, they are not available. Secondly, as far as the matching is concerned, it does happen. Sometimes the technology, sometimes the machines do malfunction, and that is what the opposition parties pick upon. That whenever they malfunction, it creates a controversy. It brings the whole debate into focus regarding EVMs. I think that will be it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. A great opinion on malfunctioning, I would say. So over to you, Ms. Ananya now. Why, according to you, do some countries continue to rely heavily on electronic voting systems?
Because of the speed, accuracy, and hardware system. Because in software system where internet and things are used, in हार्डवेयर सिस्टम देयर इज़ नो, सो वहाँ पे जो है हैक होने के चांसेस जो है कम हो जाते हैं इसकी वजह से भी. और स्पीड, जो बैलेट पेपर्स वाला सिस्टम था उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम लगता था काउंट करने में, और मोर ओवर उसमें जो है उसका ख़राब होने के चांसेस भी थे कि रीमार्क करा जा सकता है, या फिर एक्यूरेसी के भी बहुत ज़्यादा केसेस वो होते थे, रेज होते थे. इको फ्रेंडली है मोर ओवर EVMs जो है, क्योंकि बैलेट पेपर जो है नहीं होते थे इको फ्रेंडली, ट्रीज़ के वजह से पेपर्स तो वहाँ से.
Okay, so on contrary to that again, why do some countries not continue to rely on EVMs?
Because of trust issues maybe, because बैलेट पेपर्स पहले के उससे चला रहे ट्रेडिशनल वे था, और EVMs जो नहीं है, और मोरोवर जो कंट्रोवर्सी सामने आती है कि ये बायस्ड है मे बी, और ऐसा हो सकता है कि उसको हम लोग वो कर सके, लेकिन वहाँ पे फिर भी ऐसी चीज़ें हैं, मतलब इंटरनेट नहीं यूज़ हो रहा है, एंड मैंने पहले भी मेंशन किया, लेकिन वो चीज़ इंडिया के उससे डेमोन्स्ट्रेशंस होती है. आई डोंट नो अबाउट अदर कंट्रीज एंड ऑल, दैट्स व्हाई.
So from my side, I would like to present one question and would want to know opinion of 3 of you. What do you prefer out of the two things, electronic voting machines or ballot papers? Mr. Rishamreet, firstly.
See, both the things have their advantages and disadvantages. The advantage of EVM is faster voting, faster counting, early declaration of results, but it lacks transparency. It is vulnerable to the technology is vulnerable to be hacked. On the other hand, ballot papers have got they are more reliable. They cannot be wrong in any way. So as far as the democracy is concerned, I think there should not be any doubt in the minds of the electorate that whatever they've chosen is correct or not. So they should be absolutely clear that whosoever they have voted, he or she has won. So I think that trust is more important than the speed of the results.
That's right, but still, again, I would stress on this. If you have to choose one, what would you?
I'd choose, as on date, I'd choose ballot paper.
Okay.
But if there's an independent audit and there is a verifiable claim that EVMs are not susceptible to hacking, in that case, obviously EVMs.
All right, Ms. Bhakti.
Like it has been said, both the things have their own pros and cons. But I feel with time and with technology that has been advancing, EVMs are the easy choice and the clear choice. But again, we need to confirm that the vote that we have been doing is being cast at the right place. Yes.
Ms. Ananya?
I would obviously choose EVM because of the things which EVM have and which ballot paper lacks. Speed is major one, and eco-friendly things, sustainability और time consuming नहीं है, accuracy भी है, and audits, reviews, these are in EVMs, so I will definitely choose EVMs.
Okay. Just a last question for sure now. Do you all think that the credibility of EVMs can be questioned? I already know the answer of Ms. Bhakti, so from Ms. Ananya and Mr. Rishamreet.
Credibility is questionable, like two major reasons. One is the developed countries, they started using the EVMs and they have gone back to ballot paper. There must be a reason why they have gone back to those ballot papers.
Exactly.
I think we need to go into the detail of the reasons. Secondly, it has not been proven that EVMs are absolutely foolproof and they cannot be hacked. So I think these are the two major reasons which hamper the use of EVMs.
Questioning is good. अगर हम किसी चीज़ को क्वेश्चन करते रहेंगे तो मे बी उसकी क्रेडिबिलिटी जो है वो मेंटेन रहेगी. एंड EVMs में क्या है, OTP सिस्टम एंड ऑल, जिसमें बैलेट पेपर में नहीं है. बैलेट पेपर में क्या है, आप एक चिट डालेंगे और आपको नहीं पता वो वेरिफिकेशन आपकी हुई है नहीं हुई है. तो कहीं ना कहीं अगर हम EVMs की क्रेडिबिलिटी के बारे में पूछते हैं तो बैलेट पेपर की क्रेडिबिलिटी भी है जो क्वेश्चन की जा सकती है. सो आई थिंक क्वेश्चनिंग इज़ गुड एंड एज फार एज क्वेश्चनिंग इज़ डन, जो हमारी क्रेडिबिलिटी है वो मेंटेन रहती है.
Thank you so much. So all right, with this we are now moving ahead to the end of our panel discussion. We've seen today that the EVM systems, talking about this discussion, has layers, both black and white, and there are no particular advantages. There can't be particular favoritism to the ballot paper or to the EVM system. So thank you to our panelists, Mr. Rishamreet, Ms. Bhakti and Ms. Ananya, for joining into this, giving your precious time. Along with that, I'd like to thank the students of second year, our bachelor students, for bringing in the inquisitiveness into this discussion. So this was the discussion around electronic voting in India. I'm your host Saanchi Gupta from Chitkara University.